Declare the convocation open.
Sir, the students of the university who have been considered qualified for admission to various degrees of the university have assembled.
Mr. Vice Chancellor, please administer the exhortations to the graduates and then present your report on the university for the period since the 15th convocation held on January 19, 2013.
May the recipients of degrees rise.
Graduates, may your life's journey be one of fulfillments, one of deeds. May you find fulfillment in propagation of love, brotherhood and peace. May you enjoy attaining accomplishments through exertion and toil. Be a lifelong learner. Continue acquiring knowledge. Ashato ma sadgamaya. May you be a perpetual seeker of truth with all your vigor. May there be a total denial of deceit in your heart. Tamosho ma jyotirgamaya. Let your enlightenment keep darkness at bay. Mityorma amikangamaya. May you surpass demise and attain amrita. Where the bondage is one of love and affection, bow down in sacrifice. Do not submit before hatred. Be a victor through love. Have complete trust in yourself. Venture in the untraveled path and dream with your eyes open. When your imagination against the backdrop of reason and reality. Lidha, the world has enough for everyone's need, but not enough for anyone's dream. Always remember what is inscribed in the crest of your university. Uttishthita jagrata prapya varanya nibodhata. Arise, awake and strive for the best. That's the injunction of your leaders.
Recipients of degrees, please take your seats.
Our Honorable Chancellor and Governor of West Bengal, Sri M.K. Narayanan, respected Chief Guest, Professor Roddam Narasimha, Honorable MP, Mr. Derek O'Brien, the guest of honor of today's function, recipients of honorary degrees, deans of different faculty, members of the court, the Executive Council and the Faculty Councils, recipients of distinguished alumnus and distinguished teacher awards, distinguished guests, colleagues, recipients of degrees, medals and prizes, media representatives, ladies and gentlemen. On behalf of Bengal Engineering and Science University, Shibpur, I extend a very hearty and warm welcome to you all on this great occasion, the 16th convocation of this university today. We are honored to have with us Honorable Sri M.K. Narayanan, Governor of West Bengal and our very beloved Chancellor, to preside over this convocation. As Chancellor, Sri Narayanan has always been a motivator, mentor and guiding influence for this university. We have been receiving his abiding support and encouragement in all our endeavors towards achieving excellence. At this point of time, I am extremely happy to announce that in recognition of our brilliant contributions in the field of science and technology over last more than 150 years, the nation has bestowed on us the status of Indian Institute of Engineering, Science and Technology, IIEST. I am indeed very much thankful to our Honorable President, to the Government of West Bengal, the Government of India, and all the members of Parliament who have contributed so significantly in the process of this transformation. I am indeed very happy that today we have with us as our guest of honor Mr. Derek O'Brien, who is an outstanding personality in the realm of culture and literature in this part of the country. He has always expressed his love and sympathy towards the university, and we have received constant support, encouragement and help from him in the process of our transformation. It is indeed a privilege for me to welcome Padma Vibhushan Professor Raddam Narasimha as a chief guest of the convocation today. Professor Narasimha is presently DST Year of Science Professor at the Jawaharlal Nehru Center for Advanced Scientific Research, Bangalore. A PhD from the California Institute of Technology, Caltech in 1961, Professor Narasimha held various positions, including Chairman of the Department of Aerospace Engineering at the Indian Institute of Science, Bangalore, during the period 1962 to 1999. In 1982, he founded the Center for Atmospheric Sciences and was its chairman till 89. He was director of the National Aerospace Laboratories during 84 to 93. Fluid mechanics has been a steady intellectual pursuit of Professor Narasimha, with particular contributions in both aerospace, science and atmospheric dynamics. I am very happy to mention at this point that at this university we have initiated a new undergraduate program on aerospace engineering. He has mentored more than 200 students and is the author of nearly 250 research publications. As a member of the Prime Minister's Scientific Advisory Council, Professor Narasimha was instrumental in establishing a major parallel computing initiative in the country. Following the design and operation of the flow solver, the country's first parallel computer at NAL. He has served on the Space Commission, the Art Commission, and in various capacities on the International Union of Theoretical and Applied Mechanics. Professor Narasimha has been widely honored for his contributions to science and scientific leadership. These honors include the Bhatnagar Prize, Padma Bhushan in 1987, Fellow of the Royal Society 1992, Fellow of the American Institute of Aeronautics and Astronautics 93, Fellow of the World Academy of Science, and then the list is so large. In 2013, he was honored with the Padma Vibhushan, one of the highest honors bestowed to any Indian. We are indeed extremely happy to welcome Professor Narasimha as our chief guest today in our 16th convocation of the university. The young mind at today's convocation will surely be inspired by his oration. We extend our heartfelt welcome to the distinguished personalities on whom the university is privileged to confer the doctorate degrees honoris causa for their outstanding contributions in various fields of human endeavor. We are thankful for their kind personal presence here to receive our tribute. Professor P. Balaram is Professor of Molecular Biophysics and currently the Director of Indian Institute of Science, Bangalore. prior to this, he served as the chairman, Molecular Biophysics Unit, and chairman, Division of Biological Sciences at the Institute. His main research interests are in bioorganic chemistry and molecular biophysics. He is the author of over 400 research papers. Professor Balaram is a fellow of all the academies of science. He has received many awards and honors in recognition of his work, of which mention must be made of the Shanti Swarup Bhatnagar Prize of CSIR, Alumni Award for Excellence in Research from ISC, and then Padma Shri in 2002 and Padma Bhushan by the Government of India in 2014. Professor Balaram is currently a member Science Advisory Committee to the Union Cabinet and Scientific Advisory Council to the Prime Minister, amongst others. Dr. K. Radhakrishnan, Chairman of Space Commission and Secretary of Department of Space since November 2009, is the driving synergy of the 16,000 strong Team ISRO, and he has been spearheading the country's space program, which in the last 4 years has executed 29 space missions, an unprecedented accomplishment in the history of our nation. Under his astounding leadership, India's first planetary exploration, the Mars Orbiter mission, was conceived, planned and executed with great deal of novelty. A graduate in electrical engineering from Kerala University and a PhD from IIT Kharagpur, he started his career as an avionics engineer in BSSC Trivandrum in 1971. Dr. Radhakrishnan has been a technocrat par excellence, a dynamic and result-oriented manager, an astute institute builder, a meticulous administrator, a role model as a leader and a mentor to ISRO's younger leaders. As director of Vikram Sarabhai Space Center, he oversaw 5 successful PSLV missions that orbited 21 satellites, including Chandrayaan-1. As director of National Remote Sensing Agency, he is credited with conceiving and planning of integrated multi-mission ground segment for Earth observation satellites. Dr. Radhakrishnan is the recipient of numerous accolades, including Distinguished Alumnus Award of IIT Kharagpur and IIM Bangalore, Vikram Sarabhai Memorial Award of Indian Science Congress, Social Sciences Award, Bhaskara Award of Indian Society of Remote Sensing, and many, many others. Dr. Radhakrishnan has been conferred the Padma Bhushan in 2014 for his outstanding contribution to science and engineering in India. On the recommendation of the Court of the University and on approval of our Honorable Chancellor, this university is indeed honored to confer BSc degrees honoris causa on Professor P. Balaram and on Dr. K. Radhakrishnan. Sri Saurabh Chandidar Ganguly is a former Indian cricketer and captain of the Indian national team. Regarded as one of the India's most successful captains in modern times, a man who is responsible for changing the face of Indian cricket, Saurabh started his career by playing in state and school teams. He was the third person in the entire history of cricket to cross the 10,000 run landmark, only after Sachin Tendulkar and Inzamam ul Haq. In 2002, the Wisden Cricketers Almanac ranked him the sixth greatest ODI batsman of all time. He scored 131 runs during his tour of England and then cemented his place in the Indian team. In 1999 Cricket World Cup, He was involved in a partnership of 318 runs with Rahul Dravid, which remains the highest overall partnership score in the world tournament history till date. The left-handed Saurabh Ganguly has been a prolific Test and ODI batsman with about 19,000 ODI runs to his credit. He is considered to be one of the most successful Indian captains and has 11 overseas wins. The Indian team was ranked at the 8th position as per ICC rankings before he became the captain, and during his tenure, the team rank went up to 2nd position. An aggressive captain, Ganguly is credited with having nurtured the careers of many young players who played under him and transformed the Indian team into an aggressive fighting unit to be called Team India. In recognition to his various contributions in the realm of sports, and I must state that the sports is nothing but a combination of art, science and technology. In recognition of such a brilliant contribution, he was awarded the Padma Shri in 2004 and the Banga Vibhushan Award by the Government of West Bengal in 2013. On the recommendation of the court of our university and on approval of our Honorable Chancellor, this university is honoured to confer the lead degree honoris causa to Sri Saurabh Ganguly in this convocation. I deem it a great pleasure and privilege to mention that in today's convocation, the university will confer Distinguished Alumnus Award to 3 members of our alumni family who have made significant contributions towards the advancement of the frontiers of knowledge through their professional excellence. An outstanding academician, a creative academic administrator, former professor of IIT Kanpur and former director of IIT Kharagpur, Professor Amitabh Ghosh has contributed very significantly not only in enriching the realm of his research area but also in the planning of higher education in science and technology in India and abroad. His continued mentorship, guidance and erudite presence are indeed matter of great support to the cause of advancement of education and research not only in this university but throughout the country. Professor Indranil Manna, Professor of IIT Kharagpur, former Director of CBCRI and the current Director of IIT Kanpur is another outstanding metallurgist of the country. He has contributed substantially to the academic and research administration in addition to his brilliant contributions in the field of metallurgy and material science, and his contributions range from the premier institutions of national importance to the CSR laboratories in India. Professor Nihar Vishwas, Professor, University of Windsor, is an international expert in water resource and environmental engineering. He has contributed very substantially in water quality and hazardous waste treatment, and his work has been widely appreciated throughout the globe. The university feels proud of their splendid achievements and at the same time wishes to recognize the crucial roles they have played in the journey of their alma mater towards academic excellence. In this convocation, we shall also pay tribute to Professor Shishir Bosumollik, Professor Pradeep Kumar Rai, Professor Shanti Chakraborty, and late Professor Panchanan Prasad Das posthumously, some of the eminent former professors of this university. Through the conferment of Distinguished Teacher Award, these former faculty members have put in magnificent efforts over decades to produce some outstanding engineers and scientists and have become the very embodiment of perfect teachers amongst generations of students. It is an immense pleasure to welcome all other distinguished teachers, alumni, guests, and finally, I extend a very